Please fully turn off your cell phones or put them on airplane mode as they interfere with our sound system. We hope you enjoy the show, and without further ado, here is Twelfth Night.
Country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he's not drowned. What think you, sailors?
It is perchance that you yourself forsake.
Oh, my poor brother. So perchance may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After a ship did split when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself, both courage and hope teaching him the practice. To a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where like Arion on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority. Like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam. Well, for I was bred and born up 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name.
What's his name?
Orsino.
Orsino? I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For about a month ago I went from hence, and then was fresh and firmer. As you know, what great ones did the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
But she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, who died some 12 months since. Then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love, they say, she hath abjured the sight and company of men.
That I serve that lady and might not be delivered to the world, till I made mine own occasion mellow what my status.
Aye, madam, but that shall be hard to compass, for she will make no kind of suit, no, not the duke's.
There is fair behavior in thee, captain. I pray thee, I pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. May be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth of his service. What else may have? The time I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be, when my tongue lies, and let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on. love, play on. Give me excess of it that's so fading. The appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came on my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity, receiveth as the sea, not enters there, of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute, so full of shapes is fancy, that it alone is high and constable.
Will you go find the Lord?
What, Curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. But when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence, and in that instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ere since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face in ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round, aye pending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
She that hath the heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love to a brother, how will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live within her, when liver, brain, and heart, these summer thrones, are all supplied and filled, her sweet perfections, by one self-same king. Away before me, to sweet bed of flowers, love flocks lie rich from canopies and bowers. What a plague means my need to take the death of her brother thus. I'm sure care's an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier a night. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why let her accept before accepted?
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight you brought him here one night to be her wooer?
Who, Sir Andrew Ogilvy?
Aye, he. What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Fine if you say so. He plays on the viol de gamboys and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed all most natural, for besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreler.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he's drunk, nightly in your company.
Drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there is passage in my throat and drink delirium. What wench, Castiliano Volgo? Here comes Sir Andrew Aquafed.
Sir Toby Belch! How now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire a better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the true meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you so part, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Why, I should think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir. I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, now I let go your hand. I am barren.
No, knight, thou lackst a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I do believe it does harm to my wits. No question. And I thought I'd forswear it. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
Pourquoi? What is good time in the tongues that I had in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts.
Hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why would thou have mended my hair?
Past question, for thou seest it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes small enough, does not?
Excellent, it hangs like flax on a distaff, and I hope to see a housewife take thee between her legs and spin it off.
Faith, I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, and if she be, it's 4-to-1 she'll have none of me. I hear the Count himself hear hard I lose her.
She'll none of the count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her swear it. Tut, there is life in the man.
I'll stay a month longer. I'm a fellow of the strangest knight in the world, and the strangest mind in the world, and I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshosses, knight?
As any man in Illyria.
What is thy excellence in a galliard, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper,
And I can cut the mutton to it.
and I can do the back trick simply as well as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before them? Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think by the excellent constitution of thy leg, it was formed under the star of a galliard.
Aye, 'tis strong, and does indifferent well in dun-colored stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that sides and heart?
No, sir, it is legs and thighs. Let me see thee caper. Ha! Higher! Ha ha! Excellent!
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you for 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
Thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario? Huh?
On your attendance, my lord. Here.
Stand you well. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have classed to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her door and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she will never admit me.
Be clamorous and leave all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh then, unfold to her the passions of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It will do you well to act on my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than of Anuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think it not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet beguile thy happy years. But say thou art a man. Why, Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound. And all the rest is semblative of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes fine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife, whoe'er I woo myself would be his wife.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world need fear no colors. Is that good? He shall see none to fear.
A good Lenten answer. I can tell thee where that saying was born of, I fear no colors.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars. And that may you be bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
You are resolute, then?
Not so neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold, or if both break, your gaskins fall.
Act in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as would be a piece of Eve's flesh as any Illyria.
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
Wit and be thy will put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very often prove fools, and I am sure I lack thee may pass for a wise man. For what says Quinopolis? Better a little fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take away the fool.
Do you not hear her? Take away the lady.
Go to your dry fool, no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, good Madonna, that drink in good counsel will amend, for give the dry fool drink, and is he no longer dry?
Sir, I pray them take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Most dexterously, good Madonna.
With your proof.
Good Madonna. Why mournest thou?
Fool for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool to mourn for his soul being in heaven.
Ah,
Take away the fool, gentlemen.
would think you this fool now, Julio? Doth he not end?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but will want his word for 2 pence that you are a fool.
Would say you to that, now, Julio.
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more wits than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his god already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged.
When you were sick of self-love, now, Julio, you taste with a distempered appetite.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman that desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man, and well attended.
Who my people hold him in delight.
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Take him away, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Go you, now, Julio. If suit from the Count, I am sick or not at home, but you are to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fully grows old. You will dislike it.
You have said, Madonna, as if thy eldest son would be a fool whose skull will cram with brains. Here he is now, one of our kinsmen who has the most pia mater.
As mine honor half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here, plaguing these pickle herring. Come now, son!
Good Sir Toby.
Cousin, how do you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Why, Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil any will. I care not. Give me faith, say I, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like fool?
Like a drowned man. The first draw of a he thinks a fool of him. The second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go look after him.
He's but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said, young lady? He's fortified against any denial.
So he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the support to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
Very ill manner, he says he'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash is before it is a peas cod, or a cobbler when it is almost an apple, is in standing water with him between boy and man. He's very well favored and speaks very shrewishly.
Let him approach. Call him a gentleman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
You might throw it over my face. And once more here at Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house? Which is she?
Speak to me, I shall answer for her. You will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty, I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellent, well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very compatible even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I've studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentlemen, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a plebeian?
No, my programmed heart, yet by the very fangs of malice, I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to us important in it, I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
More like tea-made, I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates and allowed your approach rather to wonder than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you reason, breathe.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swab, or I'm to hull here a little longer. Some modification for your giant, sweet lady? Tell me your mind, I am a messenger.
Sure you some hideous matter to deliver, with courtesy that is so fearful. Speak your office.
This alone concerns your ear.
Yet you began rudely, but argue. What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are secret as maidenhead. Your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady,
Where lies your text?
in Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method in the first of his heart.
Well, I read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? We're now under text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. This is not well done.
Excellently done, if God did all.
This is great, sir. To endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Yes, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventory of every particle and utensil labeled to my will. I am 2 lips in different red. I am 2 gray eyes with lips to them. I am 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud, but if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love thee?
With aberrations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love and sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. A gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I could love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantions of condemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberant hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of earth and air, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I'm a gentleman.
Take you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him say no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Very well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
Keep your purse, lady. I am no feed post. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Thy tongue tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfection with an invisible and subtle stealth of creeping in mine's eye. Well, let it be! What ho, Malvolia?
Here, madam, at your service.
Right after that same English messenger, the county's man, he left this ring behind him. Desiring not to flatter with his lord, nor told him of his hopes are not for him. And if that youth will come this way tomorrow, I shall give a reason for it. Thank you, Malvolia.
Madam, I will.
Do I know not what and fear to find? Mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. We show thy force ourselves we do not owe. We is decree must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Will you not let I go with you?
Oh, by your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me, and the malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore, I shall crave your leave, and you let me bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me know what will be whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determined voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore, it charges me the rather in manners to express myself. You must know me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messalene, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour, and if the heavens had been so pleased, we would have so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For not an hour before you rescued me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day.
The lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounts beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, in salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare you out once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion more, mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court. Else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
And now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived. But hither?
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance that you will none of him. And one thing more, that you never be so hardy to come against his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me? I'll none of it.
Come on. You peevishly threw it to her, and it is her will it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eyes. If not, be it his that finds it.
ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her, for she made good view of me, indeed so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distracted. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's men. Like, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their form. Alas, O frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, while she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, alas the day, what breathless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes, and deliculos again, thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up late and to go to bed then is early, so that to be up after midnight is to be up betimes. Does not our lives consist of the 4 elements?
So they say, but I think they rather consist of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink a stoup of wine, Maria.
Here comes the fool, in faith.
How now, my heart? Did you never see the picture of we 3?
Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch.
Excellent. Why, this is the best fooling when all is said and done. Now, a song!
Yeah! Would you a love song or a song of good life?
A love song.
Yeah.
Aye, I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay in here, your true love's coming. I can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty fleeting. Journey is the end, when lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent. Good, faith.
Good, good.
What is love? Is not hereafter. Present mirth, half present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In the way there was no plenty. So come kiss me, sweet as 20. Youth of self will not endure.
Mellifluous voice, I am a true knight.
A contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious, faith.
To hear by the nose, it is dulcet and contagious. But shall we make the welkin dance indeed?
Yeah.
Shall we ruse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls from 1 beaver? Shall we do that?
Come, begin.
On the first day of December, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of December, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of December, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and made him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady's a Cathia. We are politicians. Malvolio's a pegaram. And 3 merry men beware. Am I not Constantinius? Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley lady. There dwelt a man in Babylon, lady.
Truly, the knight's an admirable fooling.
Aye, he does well enough if he be disposed. He does it with more grace, but hides it more natural.
On the
12th day of December,
about your cosier's catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? You have no respect of place, persons, nor time in you. Did keep time, sir, in our catches. Stick up! Sir Toby, I must be wrong with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to her disorders. If you can separate yourself from your misdemeanors, you are welcome to this house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell. Farewell, dear heart. Please be gone.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
But I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you. Should I bid him go?
What if you do?
Should I bid him go and spare not?
Oh, no, you dare not.
Out of tune, sir, ye lie. Dost thou think because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, present and there shall be hot enough to.
Go shake your chain with crumbs. Sir Toby. Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor, anything more than contempt, you would not give means to this uncivil rule. She shall know of it, by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
Do it, sir, I'll write thee a challenge, or deliver thy indignation by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the countess is today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. As for Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he is kind of a Puritan. The devil of Puritan that he is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser, an affectioned ass that cons spake without book and utters it by great swaths, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And in that vice in him, may my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
I have it to my nose too.
You will think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Ass, I doubt not.
Oh, it will be admirable.
For tonight, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Let's to bed, then. Thou hast me send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, that will be a foul way out.
Send for money, knight. Thou hast her not in the end. Call me cat.
And if I do not, never trust me again. Take it how you will.
Come, I'll burn some sacks. It's too late to go to bed now. Come, knight.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Good morrow, friends. How dost thou, fellow?
Fellow.
Now, good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we had last night, methought it did relieve my passions much more than light airs and recollecting terms of these most brisk and giddy pace of times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that you sing it.
Who was it?
Bessie the jester, my lord, who that the lady Lydia's father much delighted. He's about the house.
Seek him out, and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy, if ever thou shalt love. In the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstaid and skittish in all motions else, save for the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eyes have stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years, a faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let a woman take an elder to herself. So wears she him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost in one than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
And let thy love be younger than thyself, for thine affection cannot hold the bend. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
So they are. Alas, but they are so. Die even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come, that song we heard last night. Mark it, Cesario. It is silly sooth and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I bid thee sing. Come away, death and doom, sad cypress, let me be laid. Fly away, breath I am slain by a fair crewmate. My shroud and white took all with you, all prepared. My part of death, no one so true did share. Not a flower, sweet on my black coffin, let there be strown. Not a friend, greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be flown. 1,000 sighs to say, lady, aware. Sad true lover never finds my grave to be fair. Here's for thy pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir, my pleasure was paid one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy God protect thee, and tailor make thy dominions of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is very open. Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Cesario, once more to yon same stubborn cruelty.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so answered.
Truth, but you must say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sighs can abide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. The woman's heart is so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, but mine is all as hungry as the sea to digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
But I know
What dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be perhaps. Were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but instead let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damasked cheek. She pined in thought, and the green and yellow melancholy sat with patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was this not love, indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but in turn our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
All the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. Give her this jewel, say, my love can take no place by no delay.
Come thy ways, Signor Fabiano.
Nay, I'll come if I lose the scruple of this court, may be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the sheep fighter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know we brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear bait here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we will fool him black and blue. Shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not in this pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain.
Get you all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of jesting. Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near, that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it? He is an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slight, you could so beat the rogue.
He says it.
To be Count Malvolio.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight, is to be up betimes, and deliculo segere, thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up late and to go to bed then is early, so that to be up after midnight is to be up betimes. Does not our lives consist of the four elements?
So they say, and I think they rather consist of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink a stoup of wine, Maria.
Here comes the fool, in faith.
How now, my heart? Did you never see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch.
Excellent. Why, this is the best fooling when all is said and done. Now, a song!
Would you a love song or a song of good life?
A love song.
Yeah. Aye, I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay in here, your true love's coming. I can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty fleeting. Journeys end with lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent. Good, faith.
Good, good.
What is love? Is not hereafter. Present mirth, half present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay, there lies no plenty. So come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth of self will not endure.
business with me. To hear by the nose, it is dulcet and contagion. But shall we make the welkin dance indeed?
Yeah.
Shall we ruse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls from 1 beaver? Shall we do that?
Come, begin.
On the first day of December, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of December, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of December, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and made him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady's a Cathia. We are politicians. Malvolio's a pegaram. And 3 merry men beware. Am I not consentinious? Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley lady. There dwelt a man in Babylon, lady.
Truly, the knight's an admirable fooling.
Aye, he does well enough if he be disposed. He does it with more grace, but hides it more natural.
On the 12th day of have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like roosters at this time of night? Do ye make an alehouse of my lady's house, that you squeak out your cozier's catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? You have no respect of place, persons, nor time in you. Did keep time, sir, in our catches. Stick up! Sir Toby, I must be wrong with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself from your misdemeanors, you are welcome to this house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell. Farewell, dear heart. Please be gone.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
But I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
Much credit to you. Should I bid him go?
What if you do?
Should I bid him go and spare not?
Oh, no, you dare not.
Out of tune, sir, ye lie. Dost thou think because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, present and there shall be hot enough to.
Go shake your chain with crumbs. Sir Toby. Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor, anything more than contempt, you would not give means to this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
Do it, sir. I'll write thee a challenge, or deliver thy indignation by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the count is to stay with my lady, she is much out of quiet. As for Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he is kind of a Puritan. The devil Puritan that he is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser, an affectioned ass that cons spake without book and utters it by great swaths, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And from that vice in him, may my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
I have it to my nose too.
You will think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Ass, I doubt not.
Oh, it will be admirable.
For tonight, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Let's to bed, then. Thou hast been sent for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, that will be a foul way out.
Send for money, knight. Thou hast for not in the end call me cat.
And if I do not, never trust me again. Take it how you will.
Come, I'll burn some sacks. It's too late to go to bed now. Come, knight.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Good morrow, friends. How dost thou, fellow, fellow? Now, good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we had last night, methought it did relieve my passions much more than light airs and recollecting terms of these most brisk and giddy paced times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that you sing it.
Who was it?
Bessie the jester, my lord, who that the lady Lydia's father much delighted. He's about the house.
Seek him out, and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy, if ever thou shalt love. In the sweet pangs of it remember me, for such as I am, all true lovers are, unstaid, skittish, and all motions else, save for the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune? It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned. Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eyes have stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years, a faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let a woman take an elder to herself. So wear she him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost in one than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, for thine affection cannot hold the bend. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
So they are.
Alas, but they are so.
Die even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come, that song we heard last night. Mark it, Cesario. It is silly sooth and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I prithee sing. Come away, death and doom, sad cypress, let me be the maid. Fly away, breath I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud white, let go with you all prepared. My part of death, no one so true did share. Not a flower, sweet on my black coffin, let there be snow. Not a friend, greet my poor corpse, where my bones shall be flown. 1,000 sighs to say, lay me aware. Sad true lover never finds my grave to be fair. No pains, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir. I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir, my pleasure was paid one time or another. Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy God protect thee, and tailor make thy doings of changeable tempter, for thy mind is very open. Farewell.
Let all the rest take place. Cesario, once more to yon same stubborn cruelty. What if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so answered.
Truth, but you must say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sighs can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. The woman's heart is so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, but mine is all as hungry as the sea to digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Ay, but I know
What dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be perhaps. Were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord, she never told her love, but instead let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damasked cheek. She pined in thought, and a green and yellow melancholy sat with patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was this not love, indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but in turn our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my lord?
All the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. Give her this jewel, say, my love can take no place by no delay.
Come thy ways, Signor Fabiano.
Nay, I'll come if I lose a scruple of this court, may be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the sheep fighter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know, we brought me out of favor with the lady about a bear bait here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we will fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not, it is pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain.
Get you all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of jesting. Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near, that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it? He is an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace, contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slight, you could so beat the road.
He says it. To be Count Malvolio. Ugh, rogue. Pistol him, he's. There is example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fie on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace, now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him. Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, oh, for a stone bone and hit him in the eye, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping, bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, peace.
And then to have the humor of state to ask for my kinsman, Toby. Now, peace. 7 of my people,
with an obedient star, make out. I frown there while, and perchance wind my watch or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me. Shall this fellow live?
Peace, peace.
I extend my hand to him, thus quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard for control.
And does not Toby take you a blow on the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes have cast me upon your niece. Give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, stab!
Patience, we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasures of your time with the foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace in the spirit of humorous, intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this be my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus she make her great P's. Is a contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why is that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases, to whom should this be?
This wins him liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. What follows? The number's altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio,
Marry, hang thee, Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a lucerous knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. MOAI doth sway my life.
A fusty riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
MOAI doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
And with what wing the staniel checks at it?
I may command where I adore. Why she may command me, I serve her, she is my lady. If only I can make this resemble something in me. Softly, MOAI.
Oh, I make up that. He's now the cold scent.
Cider will cry upon it for all this, though be as rank as a fox.
Malvolio. Why, that begins my name.
Saying you burst out the curse excellent and false.
Then there's no sequencing the constancy that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
I'll cudgel him and make him cry. Oh!
Then I comes behind.
I, and you had any I behind you, you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
MOAI. The simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this little it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. My stars, I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Be opposite with a kinsman, surely with servants. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate and unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. I am open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. For every reason excites to this that my lady loves me. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. I think my stars I am happy. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smile becomes thee well. Jove, I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have of me.
I could marry this wench for this device.
So could I.
And ask no other dowry with such another jest.
Nor I neither.
Wilt thou set thy foot must run mad.
Nay, but say true. Does it work on him?
Like aquapate with a midwife?
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross garters, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will not be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Charter, thou most excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too. Save thee, friend, to thy music. Dost thou live by thy favor?
No, sir, I live for the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No, sir, I do live by the church, for I don't live in my house, and my house doth stand in the church.
So thou mayst say, a king lies by a beggar, or if a beggar dwell near him, or the church stands by thy favor, if thy favor does stand by the church.
You have said, sir, to see this age, a sentence is but a shepherd glove to a good wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would therefore my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Troth, her name's a word, and to dally with the word might make my sister a wanton.
Thy reason, man?
Troth, sir, I can know you none with words, and words have grown so false, I am little deeper than jam.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow, and carest for nothing.
Not so, sir, I do care for something. So in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. If I were to care for nothing, I would make you invisible.
Are not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
I am indeed her fool, her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, doth walk about the sun like an orb. It shines everywhere. I admit I am as often seen at your master's as at my mistress's. I think I saw your bishop there.
Nay, now pass upon me, I'll know more with thee. Hold, here's expenses for thee.
Now, Joe, it is nice to come on in Paris with thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I am almost sick for one, although I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
What that a pair of these would have bred, sir?
Understand you, sir. 'Tis well begged.
She is within. I will concert to her once you want.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well, he craves a kind of wit. You must observe their mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons and the time, and like the haggard, check at every feather that comes before his eye. This is a practice as full of labor as a wise man's art, for folly that he wisely shows his wit. But a wise man, folly fallen, quite taint their wit.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Do you regard, monsieur?
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur?
I hope, sir, you are, and I am yours. Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir, put them to motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer you with both gate and entrance, but we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you. Rain odors? Well, my matter hath no voice, lady, but your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant and vouchsafed. I'll get all three ready.
If the garden door be shut, leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, in most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir? You're the servant to Count Orsino, you.
And he is yours, and his needs must be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
And I think not on him.
Madam, I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
By your leave, I pray you, I bid you never speak again of him.
Dear lady.
Give me leave, I beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment you did here a ring in chase of you. So did I use myself, my servants, and I fear me, you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force on you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours, what you might think to one of your receiving. Enough is shown a cypress, not a bosom hides my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to lot.
No, not a grise, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why, then methinks 'tis time to smile again. A world how apt the poor are to be proud. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a crop of man. There lies your way due west.
And westward ho, grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll not, madam, my lord by me,
Stay, I prithee, tell me what thou thinkst of me.
that you do think you are not, but you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
And think you right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I'm your fool.
Oh, what a tale of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee. So that maugre all thy pride, nor wit, nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I rue therefore hast no cause. But rather reason thus, with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth. That no woman has, nor ever none, shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam, nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move this heart that now bores to like his love.
No, Faith, I'll stay not a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Greta, give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I've seen your niece give more favors to the Count's serving men than she ever bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her towards you.
Sight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
And they've been grand jurymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, but fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have then accosted her, and with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into doubtless.
And to be anyway, it must be a valor for policy I hate.
Why then, build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me the Count's youth to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and I guarantee you, there is no love broker in the world can more command in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go! Write it in a martial hand, be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with the license of ink. If thou thou'st him some device, it shall not be amiss. Let there be gall enough in thy hand, though thou write with a goose pen, no matter about it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Turf.
I've been dear to him, lad, some 3,000 strong or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him that you'll not deliver.
Never trust me then, pray on me to an answer.
And 'tis opposite, the youth bears in his visage no presage of cruelty.
Here comes the youngest friend of mine.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yon Gull Malvolio is turned heathen, a very renegado. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered?
Most villainously, like a pedant that keeps a school in the church. I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than Philly's steel, did spur me forth, and not all love to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage. Unguided and unfriended, often proved rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
Oh, my kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks, and ever thanks, and oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. What's to do? Shall we go to see relics of the town?
Tomorrow, sir, best first go see your lodging.
But I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count and his galleys, I did some service of such noted deed that were I taken here it would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people?
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel may well have given us bloody argument, for which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs of the Elephant is best to lodge. There you shall have me.
Why, I your purse.
Hopefully your eye shall light upon some toy you have desire to purchase. And your store, I think, is not far out of market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I've sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Here's Malvolio. He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant of my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He is coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is short possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he worry?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come. For sure the man is tainted in his wits.
We'll call him hither. I'm as mad as he, if sad and merry madness he will be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho.
Smiles thou? I sense to be upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady, I could be sad. This does cause some obstruction of blood, this cross-gartering, but what of that?
Why, dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though, yellow in my legs. It can come to his hands, and command shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Thou couldst land, Malvolio.
To bed! Ay, sweetheart, I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness.
What meanst thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
Sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
How do you restore thee?
Remember who commended thy yellow stocking,
Thy yellow stocking,
and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered.
cross-garter,
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
my maid.
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
The young gentleman of the Cavalcinos has returned. I can hardly entreat him back. He intends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good, Mariah. Let this fellow be good too. Where's my cousin Toby? That's my people that have special care of him. I will not have it miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, ho, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him so that I may appear stubborn to him. I've liked her. Well, it is Jove's doing, and Jove make me thankful. And when she went just now, let this fellow be looked to. Not Malvolio, no, after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, and no drab of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle or incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. But Jove, not I, is the doer, Go off, I discard you. Let me enjoy my private, go off.
Sir Toby, my lady begs you to have a care of him.
Does she now? Go to, peace, peace, we must deal gently with him. Let me alone with him. Malvolio, how is it with you? What? Man defy the devil? Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Lie you, and you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, it shall be done by tomorrow morning if I live. My lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Oh, Lord.
Prithee, hold thy peace, this is not the way. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is wrath and will not be wrathfully used.
How dost thou, my ball cock? How art thou, Chuck? You are idle, shallow things. I am none of your element. You shall know more hereafter. Is it possible?
If this were played upon the stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
Very genius hath taken the infection of the device, man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief this man. We'll carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance. But see, but see.
Vinegar and pepper in it.
It's so saucy.
Aye, yes, I warned him. Do it, Reed.
Give me. You, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire out of thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief, and to exceedingly good sense. Less.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
good.
Thou killst me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep on the windy side of the law. Good.
Fairly well. Andrew Ogbercheek. His letter will not, his legs will not. I'll give it to him.
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now, will I not deliver this letter, for the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity in breeding. Therefore, this letter being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. I'll deliver his challenge by word of mouth, set upon Aquachica, notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman into a most hideous opinion of his rage.
You may have very good occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Here he comes with your niece. Give the way and presently after him. I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid my honor too uncharied on it. There's something in me which reproves my fault. But such a headstrong, potent fault it is, that it but mocks reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's griefs.
Here, for this joke me. 'Tis my picture, refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. But I beseech you, come again tomorrow, for what shall you ask me that I'll deny?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given you?
I will acquit you.
Come again tomorrow, fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. The nature of the wrong thou hast done him, I know not, but thy interceptor, bloody as the hunter, full of year in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard, for your opponent hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
Pray you, sir, what is he?
He is knifed up with unhatched rapier and on carpet consideration. But he is a devil in private brawl. Hobnobbis's word, give it or take it.
I will return again into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I'm no fighter.
Back you shall not to the house, unless you wish to partake with me, which, with as much safety as you might answer him. That's certain, for swear to bear iron about you.
This is uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do this courteous office as to know of the night when my fenced in this. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal I bet to it, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed, sir, the most bloody, skillful, and fatal opposite you could have ever found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I'd rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not know so much of my motto.
Why, man, he's a very devil. I've not seen such a farrago. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard and all, and he gives me the stuck-in of the mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer, he pays you as soon as your feet hit the ground they step on.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
Ah, you will not ever pacify. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it, why have he been valiant and so cunning in fence? I'd have him damned ere I'd have challenged him. Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse, Grey Capulet.
I'll make the motion. Mary, I'll ride your horse just as I ride you. Have his horse to take up the quarrel. I persuaded him the youth's a devil.
He is as horribly conceited as him, and pales, and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
Come, sir, there's no remedy. He will fight with you for oath's sake.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much of a man I lacked.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Sir Andrew, there's no remedy, but he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt me. Come on, to it.
Pray God he keep his own. I do assure you 'tis against my will.
Your sword. If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? Why? What are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no, John. I know your favor well. There's not even a sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you. If there's no remedy, I shall answer it. What will you do now? My necessity makes me to ask you for my purse.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat you some of that money.
What money, sir? I'll lend you something. Your having is not much. I'll make division of my present with you. Hold, here's half my culture.
Will you deny me now? Do not tempt my misery, lest it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor I know you by voice or any feature.
Oh, heavens themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which we thought did promise most venerable work, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
But oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame.
The man goes mad. Away with him. Come, sir.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that He believes himself. So do not I. Prove true. Imagination, no prove true that I, dear brother, be now taken from you.
Come hither, knight, come hither, Fabian.
He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know, yet living in my glass. For him I imitate. Oh, if it prove that tempests are kind and salt leaves fresh in love.
A very dishonest paltry boy, more a coward than a hare.
A coward, a most devout coward. Religious in it.
Slid. I'll after him again and beat him.
Do cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not.
Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow, let me be clear.
Well held out of faith. No, I do not know you. No, you are not Master Cesario. No, I am not sent to you by my lady to that you can speak with her. Nor this is not my nose neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowst not me.
Vent my folly. Shall I vent to my lady that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If thou tarries longer, I shall give you worse payment.
By my trust, thou dost tap it on the hand.
Now, sir, that I have you again, there's for thee.
Well, there's for thee, and there, and there. Are all people mad?
Hold, sir, I'll throw your dagger over the house.
This I will tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your coats for 2 pence.
Come on, sir, hold.
My hand.
Come, sir, I will not let you go. You're well fleshed. Come on, put up your iron.
Let me be clear of thee. What wouldst thou now? Thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? What? Nay, then I must have an ounce or 2 of this malapert blood from you.
Hold! Toby, on thy life I charge thee, hold!
Madam,
Will it be ever thus, ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and barbarous caves where manners were never preached? Out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. Roots be gone! I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion sway, unless some civil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath watched up. If thou thereby me smile at this, thou shalt not choose to go. Do not deny.
What relish is in this? Who runs the stream? Am I mad, or else this is a dream? Let fancy still my sense and let me steep. Fit me thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
I prithee, what of this gown and this hat, they can believe thou art Sir Topos, the curate. Do it quickly. I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
I will put it on and assemble myself in it, and I would ever the first to assemble myself in such a gown. The competitors entered.
Master Carson.
Buenos dias, Sir Toby. I, being Master Carson, am Master Parson, for what is that but that, and is but is.
To him, Sir Topaz.
What ho, I say, peace in this prison.
The knave counterfeits well. Good knave.
Malvolio within, who calls there?
It is I, Sir Topas, the curate, come to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Sir Topes, Sir Topos.
Good Sir Topes, go to my lady.
Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Master Carson.
Good Sir Topes, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan. Sayest thou the house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topes.
Why, it hath bay windows, transparent as barricados, and the clearest doors towards the south north are as lustrous as ebony. And yet complainest thou of darkness?
I am not mad, Sir Topes. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness here, but ignorance.
And I say this house were as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell.
and I say never was man thus abused. Good Sir Topes, make the trial of it in any constant question.
Farewell. Remain now still in darkness.
Sir Topes! Sir Topos! My most exquisite Sir Topaz.
Nay, I am for all waters.
Thou mightest have done this without thy matted gown. He sees thee not.
To him, in thine own voice, and bring me word of how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery, if he may be conveniently delivered. For I am now so far in offence with my niece that I cannot with any safety pursue the sport the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin.
Fool!
Tell me how thy lady does.
Fool!
Thy lady isn't kind, pardon.
Fool, I said!
Alas, why is she? Who calls, huh?
Good fool, help me to a candle and pen and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Ay, good fool.
Alas, how fell you beside your brideway?
Fool, never was man so notoriously abused, and as well my wits fool as thou art.
But as well, then thou art mad indeed if you are no better in your wits than a fool.
Good fool, some ink and paper and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall benefit thee more than ever the bearing of letter did.
I will help you to it, but tell me, are you mad or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, I'm not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll ne'er believe a madman till I see his brains. I will help you to some blank paper and ink.
Fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee thee be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir, I'll be with you again in a trance like the old thing.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it, and though 'tis wonder that hath me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the elephant. For doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceeded all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust, but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. Yet, if it were so, she could not sway her house, with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I do perceive she does. There's something in it that's deceivable, but here the lady comes.
Lay not this haste to find. If you mean well, go with me and with this holy man into the chantry guide. And there before him, underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith that my most jealous and doubtful souls may live at peace. He shall conceal it, and whilst you are willing, it shall come to know what time we will our celebration keep according to my birth. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and, having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly know this act of mine.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friend?
I, sir, yes, with her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, it's better for my foes than it works for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friend.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
I shall not be the worse for me. There's gold.
But that it would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
Oh, you give me ill counsel.
Put your grace in your pocket and let your flesh and blood obey it.
I will be so much a sinner to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo secundo tertium, sir. It's a good play. A triplex is a good tripping measure. The bells of St. Bennet come to mind. A 1, a 2, a 3.
You may pull no more money out of me at this throw. If you will, go to your lady, tell her I am here to speak with her, and bring her back with you. It may awake my bounty further.
Let your bounty take a nap. Awake it. Anon.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. What's the matter?
Orsina, this is that Antonia that took the phoenix and her freight from Candy, and this is he that did the tiger war when your young nephew Tiberius lost his life. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private rabble did he apprehend him.
You do
so true upon my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I don't know what it was, but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness hath brought thee to their mercy, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess, in basic ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ungrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas and raged and foamy mouth, did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint, all his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town, drew to defend him when he was beset, where, being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew a 20 years removed thing, while one would wait. Denied me my own purse, which I recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be? When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before. No interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months since you have done upon me. But more better not. Take him aside.
What would my lord, that you may not have, when Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, do not keep fondness with me, madam.
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Good my lord.
My lord would speak, my duty hushes me.
If it be aught to be old to my lord, it is as fat and wholesome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What to perverseness, you uncivil lady, whose ingrate auspicious altars my soul, the faithless of airs, have breathed out, that air devotion tender. What shall I do?
Even what it pleases my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not, had I the heart to do it? But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned with his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief.
And I, most jocund to act, and willingly to do you rest. 1,000 deaths but done.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love. More than I love these eyes, more than my life. More by all mores than ever I shall love life.
I be detested, how am I beguiled?
Does the beguile you who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come, away.
Cesario, husband. Stay.
Husband?
Hi, husband. Can that he deny?
Her husband, Sirrah?
No, my lord, not I.
Welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by the interchangement of your rings. And on the ceremony of this compact, sealed a mighty function by my testimony. Since when my watch hath told me towards my grave hath traveled but 2 hours.
O thou disassembling cub, what wilt thou be when time has sowed a grizzle on thy case? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet, where I and thou henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Do not swear. What little faith of thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, a surgeon, send one presently to Sir Toby.
What's the matter?
He hath broke my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb as well. For the love of God, your help.
Who's done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward. He's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman, Cesario?
Odds lifeling, there he is. You broke my head for nothing, and that I did, I was set on to do by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespake you fair and hurt you not.
For bloody coxcomb be hurt, you have hurt me. I think you set nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby, halting. You shall hear more.
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
That's all one. It's hurt me, and there's the end of it. So, did see Dick Surgeon's son?
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby, an hour gone his eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
And he's a rogue. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him. Who'd make this havoc with him?
I'll help you, Sir Toby. We dress together.
Will you help? An ass head and a coxcomb, a knave, a thin-faced knave of gold.
Put him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
Pardon me, madam. I've hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I'd have done no different with wit and safety. You throw a stranger guard upon me. And by that I do believe it hath offended you. Oh, pardon me, sweet one, for only the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and 2 persons.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio. How the heavens have racked and tortured me since I have lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made deficient of yourself? An apple cleft in 2 is not more twin than these 2 creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister, for whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman, what name, what parentage?
Messily, Sebastian was my father, such as Sebastian was my brother too. So when we suited to his flattery too.
Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow,
and so had mine.
and died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal acts the day that made my sister 13 years.
Nothing lets make us happy both but this, my masculine usurped attire, that I'm Viola.
So comes it, lady, you have been mistook. You've been betrothed to both a maid and a man.
Yes, there has been a mistake. Uncuff this gentleman. Cesario, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love a woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and all those swearings keep.
Then give me thy hands, and let me see thee in thy women's weeds.
Fetch Malvolio hither. Yet, alas, I remember me, they say for gentlemen he is much distract. How does he, sirrah?
Truly, madam, who holds Beelzebub at state exam as well as man's case may do, has written a letter to you.
Open it and read it.
By the Lord, madam.
How now, art thou mad?
No, but he's mad.
Read, I like it.
Yes, but to read his right wits is to read thus. So perpend, princess, and give ear.
Read it, you, sirrah. By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio. Did he write that?
Aye, madam.
It savors not much of distraction.
Seem to learn Fabian, bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things rather thought on to thinking as well a sister as a wife.
Madam, I'm most apt to embrace your offer.
A sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
And my lord the same. Oh, no, Malvolio.
Madam, you have done me wrong, notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny that it is your hand.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I profess much like the character, but without question, this is Mariah's hand. This practice hath most surely cast upon thee, but when you know the prompt and author's way, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause. Good madam, most freely I must confess that Sir Toby and I set up the device against Malvolio here. If the injuries be justly weighed, and have on both sides passed. As poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Why? Some are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness.
I'll be revenged on the whole back of you.
Would have been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to appease. We will not part with him. Cesario, come. For so you shall be when you are a man. But when in your other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress, and his fancy's queen.